Joel.
Benzino, the hero.
That's interesting.
He getting caught out to. We're hanging you out to dry.
Now, Warriors are JaVale McGee did get the buyout that I said he would get, and Warriors are interested in. That'd be pretty cool, even though Bogut's injured. But on the topic of AB conversation, Rob Jiggity here, Anthony Carlo. We'll be discussing baseball. Anthony, take it away.
All right, so Major League Baseball right around the corner. A couple of interesting topics to discuss. Number one, why don't we begin with the serious and then lighten the mood? Okay, serious number one. Now there's the serious. There's actually two serious. I forgot to mention one to you guys off air, but there's two serious. Number one is Curt Schilling, of course, longtime Phillies and Red Sox pitcher, now an analyst on ESPN.
The bloody sock himself.
The bloody sock himself. Congratulatory tweet he sent out to congratulate his daughter for getting accepted into college and I believe beginning a college career as a softball pitcher.
Oh, congrats.
So, being the guy that he is, on Twitter, in the public eye, he was harassed and his daughter. Vulgar things were sent via Twitter towards him and his daughter based on her acceptance into college. And these things obviously can't be read on air. It's very hard to find exactly what was even said because I'm guessing it was removed down from his Twitter. But
I'm trying to find it.
But to show up these guys, he went on his blog and basically wrote, how can this happen at any time or place and be right? So as a dad, obviously being very frustrated about this, one of these people was an employee of the New York Yankees. He worked at Yankee Stadium. He sold tickets part-time. So Jason Zillow, director of communications or whatever he is over there, fired this employee after finding out that these were one of the guys. And the other guy was in college. They identified who he was also, and he's been suspended. So being a father like Curt Schilling, regardless of being a professional retired player, how would you feel about having your daughter basically targeted for vulgar slang words, stuff he said he couldn't even fathom saying that stuff about a girl, and he's been a player in locker rooms talking about girls before, but he can never picture talking about a girl to the girl's father like that.
Rob, I gotta formulate what I have to say.
Honestly,
so if you have it.
I'm not a father now, but
hopefully one day Rob will be.
But
Rob will be one day.
If someone says something like that to my sister, there'll be a problem.
OD. It will be a problem.
It'll be a problem. But yeah, the thing is, he had to. Well, I got phone in my thumb.
Well,
exactly.
I think what Rob is trying to get on here is here's the debate, if you want to even say there's one, is don't post on Twitter if you're a famous person about something personal that you don't want to leave out there for the public to react to. I mean, I don't think it's fair that Curt Schilling should live in a shell and not be able to tweet something about his daughter's successes because he's afraid she's going to get sort of criticized and sort of targeted by these people. I don't think that's a great way to live because regardless of if you're a celebrity or not, you should be able to voice your opinion. And at least put out there, congratulations to my daughter. But then there's the other end of it. You're Curt Schilling. You know there's a lot of crazy people out there. Do you want to put out there where your daughter's going to college? What college softball team she's going to be playing for? Which I believe were all components to his tweet.
Mm-hmm.
You leave it open for crazy people to do stuff like this.
But the thing is, people would eventually find out that that's his daughter and that she's playing softball. Because you usually find it out. Like, I know what team LeBron's son plays.
And Doc Rivers' daughter.
Doc Rivers' daughter. I know, like, all these people.
Right.
Based on the fact that people post stuff online about, oh, LeBron's son, best 10-year-old, never played a game, and all this stuff that comes on Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
Like, you see that just watching social media. So, I think he had the right to post the thing about his daughter because that's his daughter. That's his pride and joy.
Right.
That's his family.
Right.
He loves his daughter, obviously.
Right.
So he could show how proud he is on a public forum about his daughter and about how his daughter is taking up his mantle, his name, and becoming a softball player.
I really think Anthony might be right about me being ageist. I don't know.
You don't think Twitter's for people like Curt Schilling?
Yeah, I really don't because I understand it's a happy moment for the family. But I don't think you guys say that on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's just me. You don't gotta say all that on Twitter.
I think people nowadays, especially retired players or even players in the game today or celebrities, they use Twitter as a way to
Connect with the fans.
connect with the fans and sort of exhibit sort of what's going on in their life, using it as kind of a 24/7 media platform. About things that they want to voice their opinion on. Despite how famous anybody could be, there's not always a camera or a microphone right there. And I think that they use it and people fuel it because they're like, wow, we have a outlet like Twitter where we can connect with these celebrities that otherwise we can't connect with other than listening to the news or watching, the television news. So I just think it's a gray area. Obviously, you're a celebrity. You want to celebrate your daughter going off to college and stuff like that. And then there's the other end of it where you say to yourself, I'm going to accept that if I do tweet something like this,
You will get backlash.
yeah, because I'm in the public eye.
Yeah.
So you have to accept it. Now, I'm not saying what these guys did was right. Obviously, it's outright
It's wrong.
Yeah.
and it's pathetic that people have to resort to foolish, pathetic, immature stuff like that, especially grown men, I believe they were, or at least in college. But anyway, I mean, we don't have to harp too much on that. The other,
Oh wait.
you got another comment?
Yeah. This story was also on ABC News that
Right.
had Kurt Schilling and the daughter come
Right.
out, and you said the guy from the college guy got suspended.
I believe the college released a statement on Facebook or Twitter saying that they would suspend him.
Okay, that's interesting. All
Does
right.
it say otherwise?
I don't know. I hope he didn't get suspended for a tweet. That's just me.
Yeah, I believe that they were moving towards suspending him for that.
Well, I don't know if I didn't see the tweet, so I shouldn't say he should be suspended or not. But Anthony, you told me off air
I did.
there's some guy named Iron Mike. First thing I thought of Mike Tyson. I don't know why, but you told me it's not Mike Tyson.
No.
What is it?
Iron Mike. All right, let me introduce the audience to who Iron Mike is. Iron Mike, he works
Wait.
on dirt. Ben's got an update right now.
Yeah. Adam Schefter filed to ESPN. Bills have notified linebacker Kiko Alonso he's going to be traded to Philadelphia for LaShawn McCoy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way. Why? How? Why? What?
Wait. Is this real? Oh wait, okay, it's verified.
Verified?
I'm sorry, audience. I'm in shell shocked because Kiko Alonso, he got injured last year, but he was an up and coming linebacker that's dominant.
Why would you give away LaShawn McCoy
So
for
LaShawn
Kiko
McCoy-
Alonso?
Whoa, wow.
LaShawn McCoy is probably in the top
Wait.
3 running backs in the NFL. Not probably, definitely. He's arguably the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah. and
Based on last year, you could argue DeMarco Murray. Based on his stats, you can argue, in previous years. Really, there's been no other argument in recent years.
you can't even put DeMarco Murray in that argument because he just came on this year.
Yeah, it just came on. Just had a big year. LaShawn
Wow.
McCoy's been consistently putting up these numbers. You can't say no Sean Moreno.
No.
Can't
Can't
based on the
say-
Broncos year, you can't say that. You can't say.
You can say Marshawn Lynch,
You
but
can say Mark.
you can say
Still, you could, but I still put McCoy above Lynch.
wow. The fact that Rex Ryan, he pulled this off because he's part of the upper part of the organization. Now he's the head coach, and wait, that means they can trade Fred Jackson. What's gonna happen to C.J. Spiller? Whoever the quarterback is this year, it's
Well,
probably
CJ Spiller's still a free agent, correct?
I
I
don't
believe he was out on the market this year, unless they signed him already. But if he's still a free agent, I'd like to see him brought over by a New York team. I know
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen really with the Jets because they're in the same division. Maybe the Giants could make use of C.J. Spiller.
that'd be nice. But wow, I'm so sorry.
How did breaking news happens here on AB Conversation.
Wow,
First response right here.
wow,
And that is your AB Conversation breaking news clip.
wow.
Ben sidetracked us with some breaking news when I was trying to explain who Iron Mike was. But
Continue.
that was worth it.
Continue.
Do people really want to hear about Iron Mike now when Adam Schefter just reported that LaShawn McCoy's a Bill?
Nah, my guy Franklin reported it too. You know Franklin.
Franklin, yeah.
Franklin.
Shout out Franklin.
Shout out to the Swank.
Franklin Osorio.
Swanklin.
Like Osorio.
Yeah.
Franklin will know who Iron Mike is. Iron Mike makes a living on dirt. He makes a living shooting balls at
on dirt. He doesn't get paid a lot on dirt. His salary.
He physically stands on dirt. That's where he works. You know how we work? We sit in chairs in front of mics.
Okay.
He stands on dirt, and under him is a pitching rubber. And Iron Mike, not Mike Tyson, just so everybody knows what we're talking about here on AB Conversation with Ben Zeno, Rob Jiggany, Anthony Carlo, is the fact that he is not alive. He's a machine. And Iron Mike, let me give you the breakdown. Iron Mike went up against somebody by the name of Alex Rodriguez. So Iron Mike versus A-Rod. Iron Mike costs $3,000 to the Yankees. A-Rod costs $275 million to the Yankees. Iron Mike runs best on oil. A-Rod runs best on PEDs. Other nicknames for Iron Mike, Jugs. That's what they call Iron Mike. Jugs.
Hey, Jugs.
You know what they call A-Rod?
What they call?
Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's their nickname. Spring training task for Iron Mike. Train hitters. Spring training task for A-Rod. Apologize. Top skill for Iron Mike. Superb control. Verse. Lying with a straight face. That's A-Rod's skill.
I know.
How do you lie with a straight face? Way to recharge, Iron Mike. New batteries.
Okay, yeah. That makes
A-Rod.
sense.
Anti-aging clinic.
Hey.
And lastly, famous relative. Johnny Bench batter up. I assume this is another pitching device that Iron Mike is related to. A-Rod, cousin Yuri, the one he took a bathroom moment on his house. Did you ever hear about that story, Rob?
No.
Cousin
A-Rod,
Interesting.
A-Rod's cousin Yuri blamed A-Rod. It's a whole big ordeal, but basically A-Rod wanted his house back, which he said Yuri took, which is his cousin. I'll get you the details on it. I got to refresh my memory about it, but A-Rod wound up unzipping his pants and peeing on his cousin's house.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. He's talking about that Kiko Alonso. Yeah, crazy.
Kiko Alonso, yeah. Well, we had to lighten up the moment with some Iron Mike. To finish the story on that, Iron Mike is the pitching machine that A-Rod couldn't get a hit off of in the past spring training game. But don't feel bad, Alex Rodriguez, because a combination of McCann, Ellsbury, Teixeira, Gregorius, and Garrett Jones combined to go 0 for 10 off of Iron Mike. And A-Rod was 0 of 2 of that 0 of 10.
Well, Anthony.
You gotta hit the ball.
Gotta hit the ball.
As Anthony Carlo once
said. Gotta hit the ball.
To clarify, Iron Mike, for anybody who didn't catch on, is a pitching machine that the Yankees use to train to before they see live pitching. But anyway, Ben, go ahead.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the game room. WICO, we mobbing. Next segment is Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. Anthony Carlo and I will be going up against each other. Mr. Pinstripes himself. Anthony Carlo, me, Ben Zeno the hero, Nick Fan, Jiggity might get on the board right quick, do some one time, whatever, one time. Hey, big conversation. We gonna be right back. See me? Yeah, that's a wrap. Cause the segment is over.
French toast for lunch.